All right, so this is going to be part 3 of our selection tutorial. It's going to be our last part of this tutorial, and in this part we're going to go over the select and mask tool. So what the select and mask tool is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to just get more fine detail. So whether we have hairs, very small, intricate little details, it's going to allow us to capture more of those. So to use the layer mask tool, you're going to just start with either your lasso tool or your quick selection tool. And you're just going to select something as we did in part 2 of this tutorial. So I'm going to be changing the color of his shirt right here. So to do that, I'm just going to click and drag. Again, I'm just going to go in little sections. And that's good enough. I just noticed that I'm missing this part. Now, this one is pretty simple. I could go back and just use my add or subtract to probably finish all this up. But I'm going to show you the select and mask tool. So to use that, I'm going to click on select a mask in our options menu. And that's going to bring us to this new window. So in this new window, on the right-hand side, we have view. And what view is going to do is it's going to give us all of these different options that are going to show us our selected area. So the black area is our non-selected area, and this white area is our selected area. And there's a lot of different types depending on what you would like to use. I like to use this overlay one because it really highlights what is and isn't selected, and it just is easier for me to see. Once you get in here, there's a couple options we're going to do. We have our quick selection tool, which is what we use. We have our lasso tool, the grab tool, and our zoom in. We also have 2 new tools. The first one is this redefine edge tool, and then we have just a paintbrush tool. When we use the paintbrush tool, wherever we paint, as long as we're in the add section right here, wherever we paint, it's going to add, we're going to be adding to the selection. So if I'm using the take away part right now, I'm just taking away from this selection right there. And then I want to add to it because I want to add this little emblem right here, this little logo. So to add, I'm going to use the add tool and just paint just like that. And the paintbrush tool works as it would on the other window if you need to change the size or anything. Once I've done that, I am just noticing that there is a little bit right along this shoulder that's a little bit out. So to clean that up, I'm going to use the redefine edge tool. And what that's going to do is it's just going to get some more of those intricate details for me. It's going to clean up what it needs to clean up. So this is where you'd maybe use this for hair or anything with really fine edges. All right, and then once I have my selection ready to go, we just need to check our output mode. So as I scroll down here, we have our output settings. Let me move myself. We want to move output to selection, and that's going to allow us to go right back to those marching ants. If I wanted to change the shirt color, I would then just go to hue, and then I can just change the shirt color to different colors. All right, and that sums up part 3 of our selection tool tutorial.